Hello everyone, how you all doing? PS here with another video covering some Deep Dream Generator art stuff. I had this idea for a new concept of the video where I talk about one specific style that has been somehow made famous and explain first, try to find out where it came from, and secondly, how it can be applied, how you can take the most advantage out of it, what sort of original images work best with it and do not work as best with it. And we just take a look at a few examples and I'll talk through them. So, the first one that I decided to pick to start this series is the one from that Nina Valentine made popular. It's this little drawing with some colors in it. Has a lot of detail, and you can see like if you go to the best of the whole year, 10 months ago, Nina Valentine did this vase that just got shit tons of likes. It's the best on the entire site right now. So this made this style very, very popular. If you go to Similar Dreams, you can find a lot of stuff made with it. A lot of it is crap, but there are a lot of small gems in it. And why are some images crappy and other images not so crappy? What's so special about this particular style that makes things this weird to try to get a good image out of? So this style is not very easy to get a good quality image out of. I just did an image real quick here just to show you a little bit of the highlights of how it's supposed to work. So the problem with this image, or the feature of this image, is that it has a yellow background, or sort of whitish yellow background, and that is the main dominant color. And then it has a very dark blue as the other background color. So these are the two dominant colors in it. So if you try to apply it to an image that is completely colorful, without a sort of white background, you will have these spaces in it that will be extremely white. And you can see it like in some of these images. You can see extremely white here, extremely white here. It seems like it's almost overexposure. And that's because of the dominating background color of the effect. You can see here as well, like very strong white. So this ruins a lot of dreams that you try to make. If your original image doesn't have a very specific zone that you want to like blur out with a lot of white that just bleeds over into the rest of the drawing, it will pretty much ruin your image for you. To compensate, it has a lot of detail in it, like a lot of intricate lines, a lot of drawings, some cross, some patterns. So a lot of interesting texture can emerge out of this style. Because here on this image of this cat, for example, you see a lot of different detail that showed up on his fur, some lines, some rounded thingies. I don't quite know how to describe, but you can see that overall it looks like has a lot of character, of unique character in it, and that's, I think that works really well. Like you can see that I liked this image in particular. Like other images that, as I mentioned, do not have that much white background, usually suffer from it and don't look as good. This is a few examples of that. This one worked pretty well as well. Once again, the white is the dominating color, and in this case it blurred out a few of the main parts, but you sort of can't really tell on this, so it ended up working pretty decently. And then the other factor that you have to have in mind is that your final image will end up undoubtedly with a lot of yellows and a lot of purple, dark blue tones to it. Also some black and white, but not that much, just a little offset on it. So you can try to think of a few images where that would really make it change. Like for example, this image it didn't really work as well because it sort of blends with the background. It doesn't have like, you sort of lose the dominating feature, which was the flowers themselves. Um, but on other images, also not a very good example. Let's try to find some other stuff that ended up working well. Well, not many good ones here. Let's go back to the eye that I just did a little while ago. So you see the eye, the original image. Okay, preview only, so you can't really see very well. Had a lot of white, so it sort of works. It has some other background tones, which is more of a reddish kind of thing, which I assumed would end up either being yellow or a dark purple. Since there is a very strong black, I assumed that the dark purple would be applied there. And then you have a lot of medium tones and a lot of small squiggly parts that can easily absorb the intricacy, texture kind of drawings that the style had. So I think this kind of worked. I don't really like the top part of the eye, but the centerpiece really works, and it's pretty much what you look at when you look at an eye, anyways. So I'm happy with this result. It's not. It can be tweaked to give a little bit result. This is medium quality as well, not high definition, but yeah, you can get a lot of interesting things. So yeah, my main point that I wanted to put across is that you can get a lot of interesting results with this, but you need to be careful with those contrasts. And analyzing this image from Nina Valentine, you can see on her image she had that. She had a lot of white background, and she had some tones that would sort of absorbed that those other undertones that image had, and the detail on the texture, on the style, it all ended up being applied to the vase itself. That's why it made it like so much more charismatic. It gave it a lot of detail in itself. I mentioned tracking the image down, so I did a Google reverse search. I ended up finding a few Pinterest posts which pointed me to Masumi Chiba. So the original image is by Masumi Chiba. If you liked his style, if you like what you, some images that, some dreams that you have done using his style, remember to give him a shout out at Instagram. People always love that kind of stuff. It was made originally on May 21st, 2016. And yeah, really cool image. I really like it. Can I like this from here? Yes, I can. Cool. So yeah, give him some love if you liked his style. I hope he doesn't mind that people are using it on Deep Dream Generator. I have no clue if Nina Valentine asked for permission or not. I'm not sure if Nina Valentine was actually the first person using this style. Not sure how we can check this here. I think we would have to go like to the oldest page possibly, and probably this system where you can see the similar images made with the same style was implemented after Nina Valentine made the first dream, or the dream that made this famous. So you might not even see the start of the use of the style on Deep Dream Generator. We don't know if Nina Valentine was the first one to use. She might just have seen someone else use it and applied it successfully on this vase that became popular. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Let me know what you guys think of this format, if you liked it, if you don't like it, if you have any examples of a good use of this particular style, if you have any other styles that you would like me to talk a little bit about and give my opinion on, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, have a great day. See you next time. Happy dreams. Bye bye. Take care.